Hey everybody, Jason here with J Spirit and Kayaking. On today's episode, we're going to create a little DIY bungee cord tether that's going to allow you to connect your TracPak to your TracPak base. Now hopefully with doing this, it's going to give you a little bit of security should you ever be out on the water and accidentally bump, kick, smack, God forbid, turtle your kayak. This little bungee cord hopefully is going to save you some money, give you a little peace of mind while you're out on the water. So what we've done is we've created this little small, it's around a 6-inch tether, and we've created this using just a little small set of clips and some marine shrink and just a bungee cord. And so we cut everything to size, and we'll go over this in the video, how exactly we created this and exactly how we're going to take advantage of these little custom tethers. Now I will tell you, I did create these to specifically work for the TracPak and the TracPak base, so it kind of gives me a little bit of just peace of mind, like I said. But of course, it's bungee cord, you can cut it to whatever length you want. You want your tether to be longer so that you can actually bring the TracPak around to your lap, get into it. The way I've got mine set up, I really don't do that. I'm able to kind of lean, open the TracPak, get out what I want, close the lid, I'm done. This is more for me to keep from possibly knocking one off the kayak and losing hundreds, whatever, worth of lures and whatever else may be inside. That could be your wallet, your keys. You definitely don't want to lose that while you're out on the water, especially on a river. So anyway, sit back and let's get into the build.
Okay, so that's the marine grade shrink I got from Harbor Freight, and then this bungee cord, which came in a 32-foot length, and these clips, which came in a 12-pack, all came from Amazon.
Okay guys, so we got our material laid out here. What I've got here is some bungee cord material. This bungee cord material is some stuff I picked up for another project. You may or may not have seen the video. If you haven't, go check it out. It's the bungee bar that I created and collaborated with Brad with Brad's Designs. I'll put a link right here in the video for you. So go ahead and go check that out if you get a second here after this video and see exactly what that is. But anyway, we're going to take this material, we're going to cut up into some 7-inch strips. Once we get those strips cut, we're going to take some of this heat shrink. This is some marine heat shrink that I picked up from Harbor Freight, and I'll put all this stuff in the video, create you a link down there at the bottom. But this is a 1/4 inch is the size I'm using here for this particular build here, or customization little bungee tether I'm going to create here just for the TracPaks. And then we also got these little clips that I picked up off old Uncle Amazon, and I'll be sure to link that in the video as well. But these little clips here are going to be the things that's going to allow us to connect our TracPak to the TracPak base. What it's going to do is just kind of help you keep it secure to the base. That way, if you were to accidentally bump it, you don't bump your TracPak into the water, lose valuable items like swim baits or whatever you may have stored into your TracPak. So possibly even your wallet, your keys to your car. So anyway, let's get over here and let's start getting the material prepped up, and you'll kind of see exactly how we're going through this process. Okay guys, so I had to get out my old man specs here because pushing 50 come next year. My eyesight isn't what it used to be. Anyway, I've got a bunch of material here. I've got my tape measure. I'm just going to measure out 7 inches here and cut our first piece, and we'll just repeat the process here and then begin to put this little set of bungee tethers that we're going to create here for the TracPaks together. So I'm going to create, I've got a total of 5 TracPaks on my kayak. So again guys, we're cutting these out at 7 inches, and as I mentioned, I've already got one put together, so we're going to need 4 more of these bungees cut up. Probably going to create a few also for the Old Town, and you'll see those hopefully in some upcoming videos. We're going to do some videos hopefully soon with the Old Town Sportsman 120 PDL that I keep talking about, that I do the majority of my flat water fishing in. So anyway, so we got the material cut here. Again, there's 5 TracPaks on this RVR 119. Already got one of them already made up in a mock-up.
So right here, we're just searing the ends to seal it.
Okay, so we got all of our material cut up here. We're going to now take our 1/4 inch shrink tube. We're going to cut this down to some 3/4 inch strips. Okay guys, so we got all of our pieces cut here as far as our bungee material. We've also got all of our shrink cut up to, again, 3/4 inch. And again, these are cut to 7 inches. So now we're going to take our clips here. And we'll need 2 for each one. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take, basically, what you want to do is run your bungee material through your shrink Then run it through the eye of your hook here. Let's see if we can get a little better shot of exactly what these hooks look like. Get it to focus. So anyway, run it through the base of the hook here, and then run it back through that shrink. And once you get to the shrink, just kind of get it so that it's right there near the end of the shrink material, and leave yourself a little bit of a loop, if you can see that. And then we're just simply going to throw the old heat to it and shrink this material up to keep this bungee material drawn down in order to allow it to prevent the bungee cord from pulling back through. And once we get all these done, guys, we'll take these over to the RVR and we'll attach these to the TrackPaks and to the base. Okay guys, so here we go. We've got our TrackPak mounted on the side of this RVR 119, and what I've done is I've mounted a specific one on my skid plate right beside my seat. And so as you can see, I've got one of the bungees here laid out. These bungees are around 6 to 7 inches once completely put together. And then I want to point out right here on the TrackPak, some of you may or may not have noticed this on your TrackPaks, but I believe it to be a specific spot that YakAttack designed to allow you to tether your TrackPaks. So we're gonna take this first hook here and hook it on. Now what I want to show you is on the bottom here, you'll kind of notice there's a gap there to where the TrackPak actually snaps into the base, and it's just perfect enough room to allow that to hang. You can see there's no obstruction, so the TrackPak's able to still be able to take on and off, and it's nice and secure there. It's not going anywhere. But that's just gonna give us a nice place now that it's tethered in case we were to bump it. So we're going down the river, we hit something and bam, you know, the track falls off. Fortunately, we had that tether hooked up to it. So those expensive $100+ swim baits that we all dream of, and some are actually blessed enough to have. For me personally, this TrackPak, what I'm using is the TrackPak wallet that they came out with, and I have my spinner baits and chatter baits and things of that nature stored in here. Okay guys, so right here on the front, you'll notice I've got another set of the TrackPaks, and what they are is they're mounted to my pod on the Bonafide. The Bonafides actually use this dry pod drop-in system on a lot of their kayaks, like the SS series and the PWR and the RVR. And so what I did is I actually created a video on what I call the ultimate pod sole. And in that video, I added a 9-inch MightyMount, and then I added a rotor grip, this set of TrackPaks, along with a base back here that also allows me to attach my fish finder, which is my Garmin striker. And you can check that video out if you want to see a little more detail, but you'll see I've got 2 tethers here that I've already laid out. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the one tether, we're going to attach it to the back corner here. And you'll see there's 2 more tether locations here with these stacked up. So what we'll do is we'll take our first one here and connect it, and then we'll take our second one and connect it as well. So now these 2 TrackPaks are connected. Should one of them go to fall off, so we'll take our other tether here and we'll connect it to the bottom tether spot, and then we'll connect it to the bottom of the TrackPak base like we did previously. So now that one there is secure. So should the bottom fall off or the top fall off, they're all tethered together. So hopefully that'll keep me from losing anything from washing downstream, because inside these 2 TrackPaks I've got things like hooks, weights, and then the crankbaits and spooks and things of that nature. Okay guys, so here is TrackPak number 4. This one's mounted in front of the seat on a crossbar that I did in a video called the Erector Set for Kayaks. We took advantage of some 30-30 extruded metal and created this rise with 1-inch piece, and then a bar that went across the front of the seat here, allowed me to mount the TrackPak along with a couple custom accessories. This here little tool holder I did with a piece of starboard I had laying around. But anyway, we went ahead with this as well, same deal, and mounted us another tether over here just to be safe. Again guys, if you ever turtle a kayak, and we pray that we never do, and I haven't thus far. Hope that doesn't jinx me. But anyway, you know, if we do, we want to be able to keep as much of our gear we're invested in tied to our kayak so we don't lose it. Okay, everybody, so here is TracPak number 5. That's right, 5 TracPaks on this kayak, and this one here is mounted again on a extruded 30-30 bar that I mounted behind the seat. This allowed me to add some extra rods with the Omega rod holders, and it is actually my first aid TracPak that I created. This is not an official one from YakAttack. I kind of copied it when they did these last year at ICAST and released them. Created my own decal, created my own take on a first aid kit. But you can see here I've got this TracPak is well tethered. Again, you know, it's quick to come off as well, guys. If you need to get this TracPak out of here, it just pops off real quickly, real easy. So, you know, you can just grab that out. Yes, it's tethered. It literally takes 2 seconds to pop this off of here. You know, now the TracPak's free to bring it around, do whatever I need to, should there be an emergency. But at least it'll keep it secure to the kayak. You know, we always pray that we don't turtle a kayak. So, you know, should it possibly happen, again, it's just one more little added piece of security here to help keep these things from hopefully not washing down river. So that's it, guys. Just something quick and simple this week. Gives you a little bit of a little DIY project to take on your own if you like. Create that little custom, you know, bungee tethering system that can allow you to connect whatever to your kayak. You know, don't just think this is just for the TracPaks. You know, you can create it for whatever you have on your kayak. A lot of us have bungee cords laying around, may even have shrink laying around that you could use. Again, I'll link all this in the video, but pretty much everything I got either come from Uncle Amazon or over at Harbor Freight. So pretty inexpensive build. That was the whole goal of this video, was to take, again, I saw something that cost a little bit more on Uncle Amazon. The bungee cords I saw, they were running around $250 plus for a little 8-inch strip. I thought, you know what, we could do that. We could create more, and we could create them cheaper. I'll put up here exactly what it cost me per tether, and that way you guys can see the breakdown of what it costs to create some. I created, for this particular setup, I created 5 to tether my 5 TracPaks on my Bonafide RVR 119. But I will be creating a few more for my daughter's kayaks. They also have TracPaks on their kayaks, and I also create a few more for our Old Town Sportsman 120 PDLs that the wife and I fish out of for flat water fishing. So we'll create a few more of these, but the cost is, you know, pennies on the dollar compared to what they're selling for already pre-made. It's just a quick little project, guys. Literally, it took to create 5 of them. You know, it created probably less than 10 minutes, and that was cutting everything out, laying everything out, cutting the shrink down to a 3/4 inch length, cutting the bungee cord down to a 7-inch piece of bungee cord, and then taking and just, you know, searing the ends to keep those from fraying. And so yeah, I think you guys can handle this. If it's something you like more information on, feel free to reach out to me. Leave a comment down in the bottom of the video. Guys, as always, it's just a blessing to get out here in the old Yak Shack. Now, I will say, if I look a little shiny, I look a little hot, it's because it's about 11 o'clock at night and it's still over 80 degrees here in South Carolina, the upstate where we're at, out here in the old Yak Shack. Again, still looking for that GoFundMe to get this thing AC'd and conditioned out here. But seriously, guys, I do appreciate you guys taking time this week to watch my video once again. Please, if you liked it, take a moment, hit that old like, thumbs up button for me. Share it with your friends and family. If you're not subscribed to my channel, guys, that really does help a lot. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. We're trying to hit that 1,000 subscribers mark, so we can go ahead and get this channel moving even further, hopefully with more cool modifications to hopefully be able to review some of the really cool items coming out by these different companies out there. Fingers crossed, maybe we'll get one to kind of come our way here soon. YakAttack, if you're watching, come on, I'm waiting on you. Anyway, seriously, guys, I do appreciate you guys taking time to watch. And as I always say, get out on the water and make some memories.